It's time for the Dallas Cowboys locker room huddle. Let's eat. Dallas Cowboys locker room huddle. Man, I want to talk to you guys about Roger the Snake Goodell. This dude, the demander and thief in the flesh. Finding Jerry Jones over $1 million for trying to block his contract signing when he was doing his contract negotiations. And he also tried to say that it was detrimental to the league as the reasoning to why he's been fined. But it's also been reported that the other owners are pissed off at Jerry because the Ezekiel Elliott thing and, a whole bunch of other stuff that was going on. But from what I understand, Zeke shouldn't have been suspended for no 6 games. And I really believe it's just a personal vendetta that Roger Goodell has against our Dallas Cowboys. He's doing anything and everything in his power to make sure that we lose games. As you can tell from the lack of flags and penalties that were called for our Cowboys versus the ones that are called against our Dallas Cowboys, which is just a lot of crock of crap. That I think that Roger Goodell has the referees, like whenever the Cowboys play, don't call shit. Which to me is very offensible because guys can get injured that way. Guys' careers could be at stake because you guys don't want to call the games fairly. And that's something that we really, really have to look at, especially going into the preseason and maybe the first 5 games of the season. Actually really pay attention to the penalties that are called. I know I'm going to start paying a lot more attention to penalties called for the Cowboys and penalties called against the Cowboys. Also certain types of penalties, whether it be a holding call, pass interference, anything. And I will be taking notes of all of these flags and penalties and things like that. And I will be doing a penalty breakdown from now on for each and every game, as well as my stat breakdowns that I do during for the games as well. That's going to be some new stuff that I'm going to be trying to do on this channel. I'm going to try to keep track of a lot of just crazy stats that you guys wouldn't even think that could possibly be a stat. But yeah, man, I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on this witch hunt, man. I think it is crazy with all these other teams and all these other players that are in the news that are doing all this craziness, from drunk driving to domestic violence, actually really beating up people and getting charged for their crimes. Unlike Ezekiel Elliott, who was not charged, who didn't even go to court for it, and who the NFL arbitrator even said that there was inclusive evidence against against the girl or whatever, because she pretty much thought she was on some bullshit. But Roger Goodell, is he going to be the reason why the Cowboys going to win the Super Bowl next couple years, or for the life of his contract maybe? Or is this the reason why Jerry is kind of has really taken a back seat since Super Bowl and really hasn't been talking too much? He's just been kind of like just sitting back, laying low, letting Stephen Jones pretty much do all the talking. Because Jerry loves to talk. He loves to be on camera. He loves to answer questions, regardless if he wants to stir your tea, spill your tea, or whatever you want to do with your tea. He'll probably take it and drink your tea for real. But it's your boy Gravity for the Dallas Cowboys Locker Room Huddle, man. Just wanted to get this video out talking about the demander and thief Roger Goodell and how he's trying to blackball our team from possibly winning the Super Bowl. I wish there was a way we can get him out of there. Like we want to try to get Jason Garrett out, but the owners love the demander and thief, so the demander and thief will keep having the power, and that's what it's all about. As far as the ownership and him, Goodell has the power over everything. And what he says goes. He's pretty much God of the NFL. So if he wants your franchise to die, he'll kill it. And his dislike for the Dallas Cowboys has now been documented. It may not have been documented by you guys, but it's documented by me. So I'm going to be paying attention all season long to the officiating, seeing if they're calling the right penalties or if they are giving us the penalties or not. So, like I said, man, I don't want to make this video too long talking about the demander and thief that is Roger Goodell. The second coming of President Trump, if you want to ask me, just in the NFL. Donald Trump or the NFL, Roger Goodell. But if you voted for Trump, I'm sorry, man, but demander and thief himself, part 1 and part 2 is Roger Goodell. It's your boy, man. I'm out. Peace.